Welcome back, Pokefans, to part 27 of my Pokemon Flora Sky series. Last episode, we finally got our 8th gym badge, which is pretty amazing. And we have picked up the Machamp for Waterfalls. This episode, we'll be making our way through Route L and then through Victory Road to make our way to Pokemon League. Now, I'm really excited on this. We're finally getting our chance to go ahead and explore the Victory Road, which I believe will be kind of the same like Ruby and Sapphire. So if you have played that game before, then this should be pretty easy. Anyway, I would definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and kind of level up your team members around level 60. That will actually help you when you're going ahead and you can directly go ahead and battle the Elite Four. For now, I haven't really trained up my team members. I think I'll go ahead and do that in the next episode. Today, we'll go ahead and explore this Route L, where we actually found 8 Thunderstones, so that is pretty cool. It is a bit late to get that item in this game, considering that we have completed all the 8 gyms. But if that is the only place you can find a Thunderstone, and if you are using, a Pokemon like Pikachu or an Eevee, and you want it to evolve using the Thunderstone, then probably this is the time you get to actually evolve it. I think the only thing that really did kind of bother me on this game would probably be having the chance of buying these evolution items. We have never had that in this game. That's probably the only thing that I didn't like about it. Anyway, the current route that we are exploring is actually Route L, and this is actually quite small, even though it doesn't seem like that in the map. We do have quite a few trainers over here as well, which I believe I do want to go ahead and battle all of them. Regarding the training up in between the Victory Road and the Elite Four, once you have cleared the Pokemon League, if you want to actually train up, there are quite a few routes that you can actually choose to do so. I believe that we haven't yet explored Route M and Route N according to the storyline that we have gone through, so you can definitely go ahead and battle the trainers over there to level up your team members. I do have to warn you guys that the trainers over there might be a bit lower in level. I think around level 30, considering that you could have explored it when you get served, which is right after the 5th gym. There is also a few trainers in smaller areas which were blocked off before due to either having to use Waterfalls or any other HMs that we didn't really have before. So maybe you can just explore around the region and then go ahead with the main Elite Four and the champion battles. As far as I've seen, the Elite Fours will be starting at around level 55. So if you do have your team members around level 60, you would probably have an easy time with the first 2 Elite Fours. By the time you come to the third one, they'll probably be around 60 to 64. So it might be a bit difficult after that, but I think having Pokemons around level 60 is pretty good. Personally, I think I'll level them up a bit more. I'm actually thinking of leveling up my team members around level 64 just to make sure that I'm able to go ahead and win the challenge against the champion. Cynthia's highest Pokemon is actually around level 66. That is her Garchomp's level. So if you want to have an easy time, I would recommend you guys to have at least around level 66 and then go on forward with the Elite Four. Anyway, it seems like we are at a pretty good level for now. My team members are around level 53 and 54, and we do have 2 main rival battles coming up as well. You might remember in the last episode we did battle Brandon just before the 8th gym, so I don't think we'll get a chance to battle him again. But we still have Wally and Sky, who are our other 2 rivals, who we will be able to find them in the Victory Road itself. So that is pretty exciting. The other thing about Victory Road is the fact that you actually need to have Flash in your Pokemon in order to navigate through it. In case if your main team member doesn't have it, you can either go ahead and switch in the Pokemon that has Flash, or probably just try going into it blind. I am thinking maybe that's what I'll do, because I do not want to have Zigzagoon in my team and one of my team member losing their EXP just because they're not in my team during that time. So I think I'll try going through it blind. It isn't too difficult. If you have especially played Ruby, Sapphire or Emerald games, you would probably know how to navigate through it. Personally, I know how to go through it, so I think I should be still pretty fine. Anyway, we will try and complete the victory road today in this episode. If not, we'll probably just stop in between and then take it up in the next episode. For now, it seems like we do have quite a few trainers in Route L who are pretty powerful. So I think this is a good place for us to actually level up our team members as well. Alright, I'm just trying to level up my Kingdra over here as it's quite closer to level 54. And I think I'll go ahead and switch it out after that. Till now, all of the gym leaders were pretty tough and I was really excited to battle each and every one of them. I'm also excited to battle the Elite Four because I think the trainers will be actually switched around a bit more. So we don't know which is the first Elite Four that is going to be. I've also decided to go ahead and go on blind on this one. I don't want to check out anything in the internet, just go ahead and try it myself. Personally, I do feel that going blind is pretty good because you get to do different strategies on this spot and you never know which kind of trainer you're battling against. Anyway, here we have our next trainer. I think we are almost closer to the victory road. Not sure if we do have any place where we can actually heal up our team members, which might be an issue, but I think there should be a Pokemon Center around here, so if it is there, I'll definitely quickly go ahead and heal up my team members before we enter the victory road. There are quite a few items that you can actually get in victory road which are really good, so I would definitely recommend you guys to go ahead and try to check out all the routes. Also try using your item finder to go ahead and pick up these items. Alright, here we are, and it seems like we do have this giant waterfalls that we do have to climb. Let me quickly go ahead and teach my Kingdra the move for waterfalls and we can go ahead and climb this one out. Alright, here we are, and we are finally getting to use waterfalls after such a long time. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of different waterfalls that we have to yet explore in this region, and I think I'll go ahead and do that once we reach the Pokemon League. Anyway, now that we do have the Pokemon Center right here, I'll quickly go ahead and heal up my team members, and we are gonna be ready for our next rival battle. Now once you enter the victory road, you have to actually go ahead and go through a smaller passage which will go into another cave. Just over there you will have a chance to actually battle Wally, so you might have to be a bit ready for that. Probably just have your electric type Pokemon in the beginning. As far as I've seen, I think he does start with an Alteria, so it's better to actually have your electric Pokemon first in your team. For now, I'll just quickly explore this place before we go through the right or the correct path. And I guess we can go through here. There is also a trainer right here who we can actually go ahead and battle. Also, there are a few items that you can actually pick up right here in the first floor. So I'll go ahead and do that as well. Alright, this is gonna be the first trainer for us in Victory Road and I am very excited to battle him. Let's see what kind of Pokemon he has. Since this is actually a cool trainer, he probably has some really cool Pokemons. Alright, he's actually starting with a Magneton. Not bad. It's one of my favorite electric type Pokemons. Speaking of electric type Pokemons, I think we have a newer Pokemon that is released in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and it's called Bellibolt. It was released quite recently, and to be honest, I'm not sure if I really like that Pokemon. I mean, it's still only electric type, and considering the fact that I really like dual typing in Pokemons, I'm not sure if I really like it. Maybe I'll definitely try using it in my team once just to see how strong it is, but not really sure if I want to use it. I mean, if it does evolve, if it does have an evolution which is going to be a dual typing, I'll definitely go ahead and add it to my team. But we definitely would have to see how it goes. We of course have Pommy, which was released before, and design wise, personally I like Pommy more. It just has a unique design. I just feel that Bellibolt is not that unique. It does remind me of Krogunk a lot, and I think it is quite similar to Chansey as well, design wise. So definitely would have to see how that one goes. Let me know in the comment section which one you guys like more, whether it's Pommy or it is Bellibolt. Just let me know which one you guys like. Definitely interested to see which one you guys like more. Anyway, it seems like we have definitely gone around this floor and explored it completely. So we are gonna be climbing up the stairs, going through this bridge, and we will be soon having a battle against Wally. As you can see, I'm still having my Kingdra up in front. I didn't bother switching it out. I just want to see how well it is against the Alteria. But I really wish that Kingdra could have learned a better Dragon type move, because currently it just has Twister, which is really not that good. And I haven't really found a Dragon type TM till now. So it is gonna be a bit difficult using it, but I think we should definitely be able to manage. Alright, here we have the first Pokemon, Alteria as usual, and it is definitely one of the unique Pokemons out there. Alteria is a part Flying type and Dragon type, which is amazing, and I really like it personally. It also has a really good design as well and is pretty cute. But as you can see, I'm not able to actually damage it enough, so I did decide to go ahead and switch out. I decided to switch out to Gardevoir. If you might know, Gardevoir has Iceberg as well as Shockwave. But since Alteria is a part Flying type, I think Iceberg move should be able to do a lot more damage. So let's see how that goes. Okay, that Earthquake really didn't do the amount of damage I was expecting it to. Gardevoir definitely has a bad, defense stat, but definitely it was able to hold on over there, so that was pretty cool. Anyway, we have defeated Alteria, and the next Pokemon up is Luxray. Not bad. I have actually switched out into my Torterra, and I'm hoping to take this one down with one hit with Earthquake. But let's see how that goes. And it seems like the Pokemons are quite higher over here as well, considering that Luxray is at level 48, which is the highest that we have seen. And it seems like we were quite lucky. Luxray did have a Citrus Berry, which means Wally will be actually healing it up in that turn, and we were able to take it down in the next one. The next Pokemon is actually Snorlax, which I'm a bit nervous about, but I think my Lucario should be able to take it down with one hit. Snorlax is a pretty good Pokemon. It's quite defensive and can definitely have quite a good attack stat as well. But personally, I haven't really used this Pokemon before. I just know that it's really good. I have seen people use it before as well. Anyway, I think that was pretty good that we were able to one-shot it. The next Pokemon that is coming up is actually a Gardevoir. So I did go ahead and switch out to my Arcanine. Now, my Arcanine actually has Bite, but I'm actually hoping to use Extreme Speed to see how much damage we can actually do on the Gardevoir. Sadly, that was not enough. I'm actually deciding to see what else I can do. I just decided to go ahead with Rock Smash, which did a bit of a damage, I think. But I think now Gardevoir is quite a good range where we can actually go ahead and use Extreme Speed to take it down in this turn. Alright, pretty good strategy till now. The last Pokemon is actually a Lilligant. I could have used Arcanine, but as you can see, it is sadly at lower health. So I did have to switch out. This time I finally decided to use my Emolga. It seems like I have got a chance to use all of my team members over here, so I'm pretty happy about that. Thankfully, Molga does have Air Cutter, which is a pretty good move. I'll definitely try using it. It's also nice that it actually evaded the Heat Seed, which actually helped me a lot. This turn, it seems like Wally did actually use Full Restore, which is pretty cool, but I think we are still kind of struggling to take it down. Let's hope he doesn't use another item this time. Well, it seems like he did. Alright, this turn I actually decided to use Fly, which is a 2-turn move. And let's see if we can actually take down this Lilligant right here. Alright, we did take it down. That was pretty cool. And we have defeated Wally. That is the second rival in this battle, and I am very excited to battle Sky as well. Sadly, we do have to complete the victory road before we can actually battle Sky, so let's quickly go ahead and go through this one. Alright, seems like here is our next trainer, and we do have an Aroma Lady, so she'll probably have some grass type Pokemon. Ooh, okay, she actually has the Rose Raid, which is quite cool. Personally, I really like Rose Raid. I have used it before and it's an amazing Pokemon. If you haven't used it before in your team, definitely would recommend you guys to go ahead and use this one. It's one of those unique Pokemons out there. It's pretty amazing and definitely really cool looking as well. I did go ahead and switch into my Arcanine just to make sure I one-shot this thing. Apparently Kingdra can't take it down, so there we go, we were able to defeat it. And now that we have defeated this trainer, we are finally getting to go down the ladder to the next level. This time, sadly, I do not actually have the Flash TM that we actually get in the previous part. And I actually thought it to a Zigzagoon, which I definitely do not want to add into my team. So we are going to be going through this one blind. Let's hope we'll be able to find our way through it. We do have this smaller puzzle right here, which I did know how to actually solve, so I was quickly able to actually go ahead and pass through it. I also have a lot of max hit pills as well, so I'm just not trying to encounter any Pokemon. But if you want to check out any Pokemon, you'll be able to probably find Lirons and Agrons in this place. There probably will be Melatites and Traveler as well, but I'm not really interested in any of them, so I'll just go ahead with the Max Repel for now. Alright, here we have our next trainer, and let's see what kind of Pokemons he is gonna be having. Usually the expert trainers are gonna have some really tough Pokemons, so it's quite interesting to go ahead and battle them. Alright, this one actually has a Shuckle, which is the first time we're actually seeing it in this game. Shuckle, I believe, is a part bug and rock type. It is quite strong, quite defensive, but it doesn't really have an attack stat. It's basically like a Umbreon, but I think Umbreon is a bit better than Shuckle, so there you have it. The next one is actually a Primeape. Again, a really good Gen 1 Pokemon. Firstly, I have used it in so many of my playthroughs whenever I used to play Fire Red and Leaf Green. It is quite useful as well. The last Pokemon is actually a Machamp. Alright, this is the first time we are actually seeing a Machamp as well. I believe that you'll be able to find some really cool Pokemon in the Victory Road, considering that this is the end part of this game, so definitely there will be some powerful Pokemons. Just like you saw, Machamp is an amazing Pokemon. It's actually a fighting type. Definitely, if you did use it before, you probably had a pretty easy time in the 8th gym, considering it was actually a dark type gym. Anyway, here is our first item for Victory Road. It's actually a full restore. Quite cool. I think I did skip out another item, so let me actually go back. As far as I remember, the Victory Road in this game is pretty easy as long as you know which way you have to go through. There are quite a few routes that you can actually take, but I do want to definitely go ahead and explore all of these routes just to make sure that I have battled all of the trainers over here. So I think I'll go around the same routes quite a few times just to make sure that I have battled all of the trainers. Right here there is another path that you can actually take, and this I believe will go to the same area that the other route was gonna take to. So I think it's pretty fine. But I believe that you will be able to find an item if you go through here. So let me actually quickly go ahead and defeat this trainer. Okay, he actually has a crocodile, which is pretty cool. Crocodile is a dark and dragon type, so it is pretty strong as well. But since my Kingdra is part water type, I was easily able to defeat it with a water type move. That was pretty cool. Anyway, it seems like Kingdra is finally at level 55. That is pretty good. Definitely would have to, I guess, level up my team members a bit more. At least 10 more levels before I can actually challenge the Elite Four. But for now, for the level these trainers are, I feel like this is pretty good. Alright, let me run around, and I believe there is one item around here. Okay, I guess the item is actually through the ladder, and this actually takes us back to the first level, and we do have our next item right here. Alright, it's another PP up. The PP ups are quite good. Once I finalize all the moves in my team, I think I'll go ahead and use these items just to make sure that I have enough PP for the whole battles that are coming up. Especially when you're going through Elite Four, you definitely would have to have all of these items. I think they are quite useful as well. Alright, now that we are back, let me quickly go ahead and go through this ladder, which will actually go to the third level, which is where we are supposed to go next. I believe we have one more trainer around here. Yep, here she is. And after this trainer, we do have quite a few paths we can actually take. I believe that if you go ahead and climb the waterfalls and go through the left side, you'll be able to continue through the next level. But I feel that I do have to go ahead and explore the right side path, which do have quite a few trainers and a few items to pick up before we go to the next level or the next cave. Alright, this trainer was pretty easy. She had a Natu, which is pretty cool. And I believe that the next Pokemon is gonna be a grass type. Ooh, never mind, it's actually a Jinx. Alright, I think this is the first time we're seeing a Jinx as well. It is a part ice and psychic. Pretty cool, but it's pretty frail as well, so you do have to be a bit careful when you're using it. Personally, I have used it once and it was a bit trickier to use, but definitely pretty good with the moveset. It can definitely do quite a bit of damage as well. Either way, it's a pretty good Pokemon if you want to try using unique Pokemons in your team. The last Pokemon is actually a Espeon, which is pretty cool. I do have Alteria right here. I could have used Crunch, but I just went ahead with Earthquake since it's actually gonna be one-shotting this Espeon. Not bad. This is the first time again we are seeing an Espeon. It seems like definitely we are seeing a lot of Pokemons that we have never seen before with the trainers over here. So it's pretty cool to see all of these guys. Anyway, let me quickly surf, and this time I think I'll go straight, climb up this platform and just look around. I believe that there is a item right here, and I think it should be right here. Oops, yeah. There we go. We do have a Max Ripple. Pretty useful since we are exploring the Victory Road, and there should be a ladder around here which will actually lead to another item. Let me just look around and I should be able to find it right here. Yep. We do have the TM for Earthquake. Now that is pretty cool. Earthquake is a really good TM. I think I'll just try and see if there are any other Pokemon that will actually learn this move. It is quite powerful, and regardless of its typing, it definitely does a lot of damage. So if you have any Pokemon that will learn Earthquake and it hasn't yet learned it, definitely go ahead and use this TM on that Pokemon. It is quite helpful. Alright, here we have our next trainer who has a Kecleon. Again, a very unique Pokemon. I think I've never used this one before, but it's quite trickier to use as well. Definitely you would have to have a variety of moveset before you can actually use it. Either way, let me quickly try and take this one down. I did have to actually use another move since it did change its typing to Psychic over there. And of course he has a Zoroark as well, why not? This trainer is actually quite unique since he does have some really good or really special Pokemon. Zoroark should be able to go down in one hit. I mean, it is a dark type, so we should be able to easily take it down. But as usual, it is a pretty cool looking Pokemon. But I think I really like the Zoroark that we'll actually find in Pokemon Legends Arceus. I think the design over there is way much cooler than this normal Zoroark. Anyway, here we have a last Pokemon which actually is Slowking. Pretty cool. I have never used this Slowking before, but I have used this Slowbro, which was pretty strong as well. I believe that Slowking is more in the side of special attack stats, so it definitely is a really good team member as well. Now here it did disable my Thunderbolt, so that was quite unfortunate. I did have to use Strength in case of this. And of course it goes for Swagger, why not? Alright, let me try the Strength once more, and luckily Emolga was able to actually hit it. Alright, that was pretty good. We were easily able to defeat this trainer as well. Now that we have defeated him, all I have to do is find a bridge right around here and go through it, which should be able to find, yup, 2 more trainers right here. This time, luckily we do have a double battle, so let's see how this one goes. I think we are almost halfway through this victory road, but I also see that we are so close to the 30 minutes mark as well. So I'll try to see how far we can actually go from here. In case if we are not able to actually complete the victory road today, I'll definitely go ahead and stop the episode after a few more trainers. Alright, here we have a pair of Arbok and Ampharos, which is pretty cool. I really like Ampharos. I have used it so many times and it's a really good electric type Pokemon. Definitely has a really good attack stat as well. And I think the only place where it lacks would probably be its moveset. It doesn't really learn a really good electric type move until it actually evolves at level 30, which is pretty far. I mean, the best moveset it has till level 30 is actually Thunder Shock, which is pretty weak. I mean, at least I would be expecting it to learn Spark before that, like how Luxio actually learns, but I guess not. Anyway, here comes a Galade. Again, Galade is a really good Pokemon. It is a part Psychic and Fighting type. Pretty strong as well. As I said before, I would have loved to have a Galade in my team, but it's a bit trickier to evolve, so I didn't bother to evolve it like that. Alright, it seems like there is a Gengar as well, so definitely we are getting to see a lot of unique Pokemons and it's pretty cool. Gengar is one of my favorite Pokemons. It is a part Ghost and Poison type, so pretty unique. It is faster, though you do have to be a bit careful about the defense and special defense for it. It's a bit trickier to actually handle it because of that. But definitely a lot of people have used this before and it's an amazing Pokemon. The only thing is you do need to have the traded evolution in normal games to actually use it. Anyway, it seems like we have gone ahead and defeated these 2 trainers, so that is pretty cool. Also, it seems like we are quite close to the 30 minutes mark, so I'm just wondering if I have to actually continue. Maybe we can actually go ahead and check out a few more trainers and then see if we can end out the episode over there. Alright, let me move on forward. It seems like we do have another trainer right here. So let me quickly go ahead and battle her as well. Okay, it's actually a Pokemon Ranger, which is quite nice. I think we haven't really seen that many of these guys over here. But she definitely does have a Wild Plume, which means I do have to switch into my Arcanine. Sadly, I actually didn't really, heal it up, so it isn't half health. Maybe I do have to actually heal it up after this battle. Ooh, okay. Never mind, I think I'll be healing it up after this move itself, considering the fact that I won't be able to actually battle if it goes down. Of course, I have some of my hyper potions left. It seems like all of my healing items are definitely coming down, so I do have to be a bit more careful when I'm using it. Anyway, now that Arcanine is actually healed, I think I can go ahead and use a flamethrower, which should be able to take this one down in one hit. And as usual, whenever the opponent is confused, they are always able to actually hit my Pokemon, but that's not the case when my Pokemons are confused. I think this is actually a universal issue for everyone at this point. Anyway, the next one is a Maractus, which is another unique Pokemon. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find this one in the desert routes, which I believe are near Route P and Tozoro City. Alright, we have defeated this trainer as well. Pretty cool. Seems like Arcanine is also at level 55. And since last few battles have been pretty strong, we are able to get a lot of EXP as well, and my team members are definitely leveling up pretty fast. Anyway, let me look around. It seems like we are finally around the waterfalls. The correct path would definitely be going down, but I do want to actually explore to the right side a bit more. I'm just wondering if there is a trainer right here. And of course the game is being a bit weird over there, not letting me jump into this smaller cliff. Anyway, here we have the next item, which is actually full heal. And as usual, I am not able to actually surf over there, but able to surf in this small patch over here, which is pretty weird. Anyway, once we come down the waterfalls, you do have this ladder right here. This is the right path. And it seems like we have another 2 trainers right over here. Alright, since we are over the 30 mark, I think I'll go ahead and end out this episode as soon as I defeat these 2 trainers right here. And it seems like they definitely have some really good team members. I mean, Gobaz is a pretty good Pokemon. It is an evolution from Clamperl, and you definitely would have to have a unique item to actually evolve it. But in this game, I think it's gonna be a bit different with these evolutions. Either way, it's a pretty unique Pokemon, and it is apparently easy to actually take down. Anyway, let's quickly see which is the next Pokemon that trainer has. Now, I was actually expecting a Huntail, but I guess he had a Torterra, which is pretty cool. But I think my Arcanine will go down in the next turn if I did not actually switch out. Apparently, I forgot to switch out my Pokemon right here. As you can see, the Lunatone did go down. But sadly, if Torterra does use Earthquake, my Arcanine is gonna go down as well. Alright, anyway, it seems like the next Pokemon is actually a Solrock, which is pretty cool. At least the first trainer had the same kind of Pokemon that I guessed. Either way, sadly Arcanine is gonna be going down, so let me actually quickly switch out. This turn I did decide to go ahead and bring out Kingdra, which should be able to help taking down both of these Pokemons. I did decide to go ahead with Surf since it does hit both the Pokemons in the field. And that was pretty bad right there. I was expecting Solrock to actually go down in one hit, but as you can see, it did survive, which means the trainer might actually go ahead and heal it up in the next turn. Alright, at least in the next turn we'll have Torterra down since it's already more than half health. And yep, it seems like the trainer is actually healing up the Solrock. That's okay. I did decide to actually go for Solrock this time, and it seems like Torterra was actually able to take it down. Pretty cool. And Kingdra is gonna be using Surf to take down the Torterra as well. And we have defeated these two trainers. Alright, in the next episode, we'll continue exploring the Victory Road and try to reach the Pokemon Leaf as well as battle Sky. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel if you like my videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.